Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of the War Report here on Elysium Peak. I still gotta train myself to say Elysium Peak. I always forget. Or I try to say Eagle Range like we used to do. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is battle number 6, July 13th, 2024. I'm your host Faglada of the Gashke Tribe and we're gonna fly right on through this. First up, some key terms. Prestige is the value of land that you own. Acclaim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the season. Renown is your change in your property value, whether it goes up or down after you take ownership. And Triumphs is the end of season prize money we're all fighting for. Next up, we're going to take a look at some current events. We are moving on to Phase 3. Congratulations. You can now use your gold units. You'll have access to all 3 regions. You'll have your armor bonuses, your crafted set bonuses, auxiliary units that's still at 6. We're going to see house level 7s pop up on the map on battle number 8, July 20th, 2024, and that is literally the last. I don't think there's anything that requires more than a level 7. So that's the last step. If you get to level 7, you don't need to keep grinding unless you just want to stay on top of the house recruitment board. There's no other reason to do it at that point. Everything is 94 from then on out. Alright, we are going to jump over into the war summary. Here we go. So tonight, we saw 63 different entities fighting over land. Yeah, 63. We used to have 50. Like last season, it was about 50. This season, we got 63. 19 alliances currently fighting over land. 129 fiefs available. 55,825 total prestige. Over in the Borderlands, we have Artades with 34% of the land. Sorry, there was a total prestige in the Borderlands of 30,875, of which Artades owns 34%. Hibernia owns 31%. The Legion owns 29%. Roaming Rebels snuck over there and took over 4%. And Hybrazo has 1%. Over in Ungavaria, we have 12,300 total prestige with a total fiefs of 36. Praetorius owns the largest swath of land over there with 19%, followed by Chaos Legion with 12%, Artades with 11%, Start with 11%, and Primal Fear with 6%. Now, there are a whole lot of houses that own a lot of land over there that don't have alliances, so if you're looking to build a power alliance, start looking at that map. There's a lot of available houses for you to grab. Anadolu has 12,650 total prestige with 34 fiefs available. Roaming Rebels has the largest chunk of the pie with 27%. Golden Order with 21%. Artades with 18%. Mandatory Scrims with 6%. And the Legion has 4%. First up, we're going to jump over to Ungavaria. This is a very contested region. There was a lot of fighting going on out there tonight. 92% free houses versus 8% Legion. Top 5 seasonal landowners of the season right now are Infamous with 4,650 total acclaim. Warriors with 3,350. Moors with 3,150. Atlas 3,150. And Pantheon with 3,000. In the renowned builders category, Explicit has 150, Monarch has 150, Infamous has 150, Gashke has 50, and Odin has 50. There's a total regional prosperity of 12,300, with a kingdom including 12 towns, 4 forts, and 20 villages. We are very close to that tier 3 again. We'll probably see that here next week if we continue to see some fiefs growing. Now, as we're entering into Phase 3, people are going to... This is what I like to refer to as the builders phase of the season. You can't take any capitals right now, but you're all positioning to take a capital. So the power players are going to be moving into Ungavaria. They're going to be moving into Anadolu. They're going to be building up fiefs, getting ready for that last rampaging assault of those capital cities. So the most prestigious stronghold right now is Saltivar. That is the biggest juicy morsel out there at level 5, but level 5 is not hard to reach. We're going to see some level 7s here in a few weeks. Mark my words. Flourishing Village is Raseji with level 4. Cohorts currently own that fief. Looking at the before and after board, this is where we started. That's where we ended. Yep, you probably saw a few changes there. Here we go. Yeah. Just a few. Bravus got 1, Infamous with 1, Pantheon with 2, Moors with 1, Atlas with 6, Gate of Glory with 2, Imperial Dynasty with 1, Cohorts with 2, Warriors with 1, Virdus with 3, Explicit with 1, Vanguard with 1, Monarch with 1, Tapioca with 1, Hero with 2, Regulators with 1, Bandits with 1, Undying Wolves with 1, and Europe with 1. Now, looking at the aristocracy of Ungavaria, right now we have the Ungavaria Legion sitting upon the throne, anxiously waiting for people to come and knocking. Regional barons include Atlas, Pantheon, Bravus, and Virtus. Regional stewards include Infamous, Vanguard, World Eaters, Moors, Gate of Glory, Imperial Dynasty, Monarch, Warriors, Explicit, Here, Odin, Europe, Tapioca, Regulators, Undying Wolves, and Bandits. Taking a look at the war for Ungavaria, right now, Praetorius has enough to knock on that capital door. They just need to be upgrading those fiefs. It's literally like 650 points away. They could totally do that just by upgrading the towns that they own. So they are one contender that's on the map. I know World Eaters is coming over there trying to knock on that door as well. I would not doubt if we see RDs flying over there to try to get enough to be able to knock on that door. It's going to be an interesting couple weeks here. Alright, so Rising Kingdoms of Ungavaria. Tavast went to level 2. Looking at Crumbling Empires, a couple things downgraded. Molnar, which is a village, not too sad, and Tiztaz, which was a village, both of which dropped to 1. So it wasn't the end of the world, but it still sucks for the people that own it, because that's some bad income this week. Alright, there are no unit kit crafting in all of Ungavaria right now. Siege crafting, you can do it at the free towns. So Riverside with well-made mortar, Vasavaro with the well-made culverins, Western Frontier, well-made Scorpio. Next up, we're going to look at Anadolu. Down there in the south region, we have a 91% free houses versus 9% Legion. Top 5 seasonal landowners include Vanguardia with 8,550 acclaim, Infamous with 7,650, Nox with 6,900, Vigilantes 3,100, Imperial Dynasty with 2,700. Top renowned builder in the region is Vanguardia with 300. Nobody else has built anything up. That's kind of really surprising. There is a regional prosperity of 12,650. The kingdom includes 10 towns, 4 forts, and 20 villages currently. The prosperity is currently at a tier 3, almost to a tier 4. We might see a tier 4 by the end of the season. You guys will finally know what a tier 4 looks like. The most prestigious stronghold right now is Abritus with level 6. Top flourishing village is Castellanovo with level 3. Taking a look at the before and after board, this is where we began. That's where we ended. Looking at the battles, we see the Infamous gained 3, I-Team gained 3, Homegrown with 5, the Wild Hunt with 4, Bandits with 1, Relentless with 5, Nox with 1, Cohorts with 2, Noble with 1, and Soda with 1. Looking at the houses of Anadolu, we can see that the Anadolu Legion currently sits on the throne. The regional barons include Infamous, Homegrown, Vanguardia, Nox, the Wild Hunt, I-Team, Relentless, and then the regional stewards include Bandits, Landmark, Noble, and Soda. Looking for the race for that capital city right now, there are a couple people on the board here. Roaming Rebels is actually qualified right now to knock on that door. Golden Order needs 300 points to be able to knock on that door, and Artades needs 750 points to be able to knock on that door. All of which very much attainable. There is an ocean in between the capital city and Golden Order and Artades, so they will need to get a foothold over there if they want easy access. Next up, we have Rising Kingdoms. Absolutely nothing. We haven't seen much upgrade out here. A lot of things are downgrading. Cynthius moved down to 3. Fort Hypate dropped to 3. Unit kit crafting is down to 3 fiefs. Remember how we had like 6 fiefs for unit kit crafting just a few weeks ago? Abritus has a Hashashin, Rediari, Azap, and Fort Brashu pikeman kits. Lystria has the Halberd Sergeant's Javelin Sergeant kits, and Resindia has the Berserker and Prefecture Heavy Calf kits. You're looking for siege crafting. Ekatori has the well-made cannons, Pila with well-made culverins, Stout with the well-made mortar, and Lystria with well-made culverins. Next up for the Borderlands. There you go. 92% free houses versus 8% Legion. Top 5 seasonal landowners currently include I-Kingdom with 15,405, World Eaters with 10,530, Infamous with 6,630, Goshke with 5,720, Durandon with 5,655. Top 5 renowned builders right now are Infamous with 975, I-Kingdom with 780, Goshke with 650, Monarch with 585, World Eaters with 390. We have a total regional prosperity of 30,875, with a kingdom including 1 capital city, 4 gates, or walls, I guess, 16 towns, 4 forts, and 34 villages. It is at a 92% of the way to a prosperity tier 4, currently sitting at 3. Most prestigious stronghold right now includes Dar, Bixi, Baroon, Sobek, Karalik. Rank 4 is easy. It's getting it above there, that's the hard part. Most flourishing village is Alino in Artaban at rank 2. Cruising on up to the north, this is where the before started, and that's where the after. Looking at the changes, we saw Rough Justice gain 11, Eye Kingdom with 4, Wild Hunt with 3, Gashgia with 1, Gashgia Dub with 1. Looking at the lower side, down there on the south end, this is where we started. That's where we ended. Looking at the changes, we saw Infamous with 1, Monarch with 4, Stormcloaks with 1, and Rough Justice with 2. Looking at the houses of the Borderlands, we have the cohorts currently acting as the Emperor of Conqueror City. Regional Dukes include Eye Kingdom, Rough Justice, and Infamous. Regional Barons include Monarch, Gashgia, Durandon, and the Wild Hunt. Regional Stewards include Gashgia Dub, Tapioca, and Stormcloaks. Taking a look at that race for the capital city, it is way too soon to throw down the gauntlet on these, but Artades is definitely going to be there. Mark my words, it will be there knocking on that Conquer City door. Hibernia, you never know, weird things happen. Roaming Rebels, 4,770. They are not too far off. They got to get to 6,000. They'll be able to knock. Alright, so looking at Rising Kingdoms of the Borderlands, Karalik went up to 4, Dianlu went to 3, Dar went to 4, Fujian went to 2, Tizum went to 3, Sobek went to 4, and Shaken went to 4. I'm pretty sure I saw some upgrades right before I went live, so there might be a few other creeping out there that will show up on the next war report. Looking at Crumbling Empires, we didn't see anything drop. With all the things flipping today, nothing dropped. That is quite impressive. Looking at unit kits, sorry, no unit kits yet. They are close. Not quite there yet. For siege crafting, you have Kings Valley with a well-made grape shot, No Man's Town, well-made ballista, well-made mortar, Old Prospect with a well-made grape shot cannon, well-made Hwacha air launcher, and Shaman's Hill with a well-made grape shot cannon, well-made ballista. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the most prestigious fiefs in the land. Right now we have a rank 6 with the Abridas, rank 5, Soltivar, Lystria, and Resindia. That's all we got. Everything else is 4 or below. Alright, so let's take a look at some house rankings real quick. There we are. Regulators. Brand new house. Has 150 points on the board. Definitely check these guys out. Watch what they do in the coming weeks. Looking at our fief race. Level 6 houses include Infamous, Eye Kingdom, Monarch, The Wild Hunt, Gashgia, Homegrown, Atlas, Vanguardia, Nox, Pantheon, I-Team, Bravus, Virtus, World Eaters, Moors, Vanguards, Warriors, Explicit, Stormcloaks, the Notoriety Club, Libertos, Vigilantes, Mortality, and Midway Kings. Level 5 houses include Rough Justice, Durandon, Bandits, Relentless, Imperial Dynasty, Here, Odin, Undying Wolves, Noble, The Fallen, Chosen Ones, Athrium, Initiative, Speak, Regulators, Headhunters, Nomads, Immortal QC, and Retro. House Level 4, Gate of Glory, Khan, Deaths, Kraken Crew, and Ming. Alright, so looking at population changes, we saw some interesting things this week. Top population growth, Pantheon, Relentless, Bravus, Imperial Dynasty, Durandon, Bandits. Population decline, Soda, Noble, Homegrown. All lost some. So Soda with 18, Noble with 17, Homegrown with 8. Now there was some other big movement going on there with the former Doberman's Alliance. I think they're all starting to think in-game and shift around a bit. So there's a lot of players shifting around, a lot of stacks moving houses. So I full expect to see some new players up on this board, people that we didn't expect to see. We're going to see some big growth happening, and we're going to see a lot of territory getting taken by these new powerhouses. So we'll see where it all goes. It's going to be interesting. Alright, taking a look at the movers and shakers. Tonight, Rough Justice gained 13 fiefs. Wild Hunt with 6 new fiefs. Atlas with 6. Infamous with 5. Monarch with 5. Relentless with 5. Homegrown with 4. I-Team with 3. I-Kingdom with 2. Virtus with 2. In the biggest losses category, World Eaters lost 11, Vanguard lost 8, Nox lost 4, Resurrection lost 4, Vigilantes lost 4, Imperial Dynasty lost 3, Warriors lost 3, Vanguardia lost 2, Moors lost 2, and Notoriety Club lost 2. Alright, so first place we have Infamous of Art of D's, 6,855 prestige, level is 6, I'm in the skies, the liege, population is 100, seasonal claim of 18,930, renown of 825, property value of 325 triumphs. In second place, we have I Kingdom of Hibernia with 5,655 prestige. Level is 6. I Secret is the liege. Population is 99. Seasonal claim is 16,055. Renown is 830. Property value is 200 triumphs. Next up in third place, we have Rough Justice of Art of D's with 4,290 prestige. Level is 5. Ladrian is the liege. Population is 70. Seasonal claim is 6,225. Renown is 0. Property value of 150 triumphs. Coming in fourth place, we have Monarch of Art of D's with 2,985 prestige. Level is 6. Eric the Penguin is the liege. Population is 98. Seasonal claim is 6,570. Renown is 735. Property value is 110 triumphs. Next up in fifth place, we have the Wild Hunt of Roaming Rebels. 2,470 prestige. Level is 6. Sovereignty is the liege. Population is 64. Seasonal claim of 3,120. Renown is negative 50. Property value is 115 triumphs. In sixth place, we have Goshkia with 2,210 prestige. Level is 6. Foglotto's liege. Population is 94. Seasonal claim is 6,070. Renown is 700. Property value is 85 triumphs. Next up in seventh place, we have Homegrown with 1,800 prestige. Level is 6. Your Leaf's the liege. Population is 90. Seasonal claim of 3,240. Renown is 50. Property value of 85 triumphs. Bringing up that eighth place, we have Atlas with 1,650. Level is 6. Executioners is the liege. Population is 68. Seasonal claim of 3,150. Renown is 0. Property value of 80 triumphs. Next up in ninth place, we have Durandon of Hibernia with 1,560 prestige. Level is 5. Zach Frost is the liege. Population is 83. Seasonal claim of 5,805. Renown is 195. Property value of 55 triumphs. And then bringing up 10th place, we have Vanguardia of the Golden Order. 1,350 prestige. Level is 6. Quintino is the liege. Population is 100. Seasonal claim of 8,550. Renown is 300. Property value is 65 triumphs. And that brings us to our top 30. Let's go ahead and take a look. There you go. See where you stack up. Alright, next up we're going to jump over to that historical acclaim board. Still have our solid 4 right there that are all kind of converging a little closer. Durandon is approaching Infamous. Infamous is creeping up on Vanguard. The Notoriety Club is shortly behind, about 30,000 behind Durandon. Homegrown is cruising up. They should pass Gaia here in another week or so. And then I Kingdom is definitely running up this board. I'm pretty sure they will steal away that 5th place slot from Homegrown. Atlas with 101,000. They are looking strong this season, grabbing a lot of land. They're moving up as well. So it's going to be interesting to see this top 10, see how it all shakes out. Goshkia is looking at passing Goshkia Dub. Monarch is at a toe-to-toe race with Atlas right now. Then Mortality definitely wants to work their way up that board. So we'll see where this all stacks out. Should be really interesting to watch as we progress through the season. Looking at the top builders right now, we have I Kingdom up top with 830. Infamous with 825, Monarch 735, Goshkia with 700, World Eaters 390, Vanguardia 300, Durandon 195, Relentless 195, Explicit 150, and Homegrown with 50. Now if we're looking at casualties, we have 4 casualties on the board that we haven't seen in a little bit. Atlas, pretty much, I think they probably merged over to the other Atlas. Stack 3, they merged over into I Kingdom. Shockers, I'm not sure where they all ended up. I think they kind of went multiple directions. And Ascension, I'm not sure where they ended up either. Alright, so let's take a look at those Alliance rankings. We have Homegrown with 1,800 prestige on the board. Atlas, 1,650. Relentless, 1,050. Imperial Dynasty, 450. Warriors with 450. Tapioca with 345. Regulators is 150. Soda, 150. And Europe is 150. Looking at Alliance changes, we saw kind of some things going on here. Bravus joined Start. Homegrown departed the High Council. Libertas joined Start. Ming departed Blackshirts. Moors joined Primal Fear. And Stormcloaks joined Khan. Now looking at the Alliance movers and shakers, Art of D's scored 23 new fiefs tonight. Roaming Rebels snatched up 11. Praetorius with 2. Fight Club with 2. Hibernia with 2. Hybrazel with 1, No Evil with 1. Biggest losses include Chaos Legion losing 20 fiefs, Golden Order with 6, Revenant with 4, Oathsworn with 2, Primal Fear with 2, and Animal Kingdom with 1. Looking at our top 10 alliances, Art of D's jumped up there with 14,130 prestige, seasonal claim at 31,725, Renowned is 1,560, property value of 585 triumphs, population is 268. Infamous is the lead with Rough Justice and Monarch at their side. Alright, second place, Hibernia with 9,425 prestige. Seasonal claim of 27,930. Renown is 1,725. Property value is 340 triumphs. Population is 276. Goshki is the lead with I Kingdom and Durandon at their side. Third place we have Roaming Rebels with 4,770 prestige. Seasonal claim is 7,415. Renown is -100. Property value of 240 triumphs. Population is 221. The Wild Hunt is the lead with I-Team and Bandits at their side. In fourth place, we have Golden Order with 2,700 prestige. Seasonal claim of 15,450. Renown is 0. Property value of 135 triumphs. Population is 199. Vanguardia is the lead with Nox at their side. Next up in fifth place, we have Praetorius with 2,350 prestige. Seasonal claim is 6,200. Renown is -300. Property value is 120 triumphs. Population is 198. Pantheon is the lead with Virtus at their side. Next up in sixth place, we have Chaos Legion with 1,500 prestige. Seasonal claim of 21,455. Renown is 390. Property value of 110 triumphs. Population is 299. World Eaters is the lead with Vanguard and Mortality at their side. Next up in seventh place, we have Start with 1,350 prestige. Seasonal claim of 4,760. Renown is 150. Property value of 75 triumphs. Population is 281. Explicit is the lead with Bravus and Libertas at their side. Next up in eighth place, we have Primal Fear with 750 prestige. Seasonal claim of 3,150. Renown is -150. Property value of 40 triumphs. Population is 100. Moors is the lead of this alliance. Next up in ninth place, we have Mandatory Scrims with 750 prestige. Seasonal claim of 1,650. Renown is 0. Property value of 35 triumphs. Population is 90. Noble is the lead of this alliance with Landmark at their side. And then bringing up that 10th place slot, we have none other than Fight Club with 600 prestige. Seasonal claim of 1,050. Renown is 0. Property value of 50 triumphs. Population is 130. Athrium is the lead with Gate of Glory and Retro at their side. Brings us up to our seasonal claim board. There you go. Look how full that's getting. We got a lot of alliances happening right now. Art of D's with 31,725. Hibernian second with 27,930. Chaos Legion, 21,455. Golden Order with 15,450. Roaming Rebels with 7,415. Praetorians with 6,200. Start with 4,760. Oathsworn with 3,850. Revenant 3,250. Primal Fear 3,150. Animal Kingdom 3,150. Black Shirts with 2,100. Mandatory Scrims with 1,650. Fight Club with 1,050. No Evil with 800. Con with 590. High Brazel with 455. Yormander with the 350. And Nomadic Empire with 195. Now looking at our historical acclaim board, there you go. Hibernia is currently in 4th. They need about 100,000. Less 50. 50,000 will get them to that 3rd place slot. Revenant is there just below them with about 100,000 in between them and Hibernia. Artades is racing up this board with 87,070. They will be in the top 10 probably in a few weeks. No Evil's also cruising up this board, just slowly but surely. And then Animal Kingdom over there, they're at 25. They're not going to be sinking any, but they'll be gaining some. And then Chaos Legion started this season. They're already at 41st. They will most likely move up into the top 30, probably in a few weeks, I would imagine. Alright, so if we're looking at the casualties of alliances, right now the High Council was the first one to really fold up, 1,440. That's a sad day, but, you know, it is what it is. And then we saw Ronin disappear and Askesis disappear, both of which had 150. Alright, folks, that about wraps up the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to go to gsch.info/war report to learn more about the stream and check out past episodes. I look forward to seeing you all again on Tuesday. It's going to be a wild ride as Gold Cav unlocks and we see how that new unit plays. It's going to be a whole new world out there. Go forth and conquer, everybody, and I will see you again soon.